Yo, welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. You already know what time it must be. It must be time for the preview video. And we got the Vikings coming in. That was a horrible horn sound. Anyway, got the Vikings coming in to the Dolphin Stadium, okay? They're going to be in that purple, all right? They're going to be in that icky purple, and we're going to be in our whites. So you know what that means. The sun, hopefully you out, is going to help us put a hurting on the Vikings. Now, if you're a Vikings fan and you're here, all right, I appreciate you stopping by, but we need this one, fellas, all right? Just going to let you know straight off how I feel. We need this dub, okay? It's going to be tough. All right, all jokes aside, this is going to be a tough game to get. But before we talk about them and us and our little powwow on Sunday, let's talk about real quick the whole Tua and Teddy situation. Because that's an interesting one, right? Looks like Tua and Teddy were full participants in practice on Friday. And that's good to see. But we don't know how good that is yet because there's conflicting things. Like, we don't know what stage you're in. We don't know if it's 4 or if it's 5. But they didn't practice on a limited basis today. They were full participants. So we don't know if it's 4 or 5 or if it's 3. We don't know, right? Tomorrow, I'm guessing we're going to find out about Teddy. And possibly Tua as well, but Teddy, they'll like to make known a little quicker because they need him on Sunday. And if they can't get him to back up Skylar on Sunday, then they're going to have our guy, Reed Sinnett, do it, who we all remember from 2 years ago that had that great pass on 4th and forever, Hail Mary throw to the end zone. We all remember that, right? So he will be backing up Skylar if Teddy can't be the backup because he can't clear protocol. But he did practice in full today. Tua same, practice in full today, although it doesn't seem like he was out there really throwing. So was he a full participant? You know, like, that's the type of thing right now that's kind of muddied and we don't really know what's going on because they said that he didn't really throw like that today, although he did throw some passes in individuals, but we don't know what he did team-wise. It's weird. But if he was a full participant, that would mean that he's probably out of stage 3 and into stage 4. Although quarterbacks don't have full contact, they never do. So that part it doesn't matter really, because as a quarterback, you don't have full contact. He's throwing with a helmet on. The most contact that he'll have is, honestly, right now at this stage during the season, in preseason and training camp, your hands can hit, right? But when you're simulating game and it's your quarterback, you're not even getting back there to sniff the quarterback in practices. So I don't even think that there's an issue there when it comes to the starting quarterback. So I don't think even his hands could get jammed or anything like that. I think the most can happen is a ball hit him in the head, which would be the worst case scenario for Tua. But a random ball, you know how like you playing basketball and you hear ball, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody do this because when you hear ball, that means it's coming. All right, now you ain't got highs in the back of your head, but you over here like this, you trying to duck it because it's coming from wherever. So, yeah, it could be that type of situation. But I think that's the most contact he can get is the ball hitting him in the head. But anyway, which we don't need. But anyway, he practiced in full, so we'll see what that means for next week. Personally, like I said, I wouldn't let him play next week. I know how big of a game next week is for Tua. Some people think that Tua don't have no dog in him, but let me tell you, Tua circled that game, all right? He might not put it on no calendar, but in his internals, he circled that game. Brian Flores, I would love to get, once he heard that Brian Flores is over there, I'm sure he's like, oh, they on the schedule? Okay. There's something subtle, nothing crazy. Okay. We'll see him on Sunday night. I'm pretty sure he wants to get up for that game. I wouldn't let him play it. I wouldn't, personally. You're not playing this game. You'll play the next one. This game, you can sit it out because I need you out 3 games. It's only been 2 games. You're going to be out this game. All right? But that's me. I'm not the team. So the team might let him play. We're going to see how things progress next week. If he's out of protocol, then I would expect them to gear him up and see if he's ready for it. And if they feel like he's ready, let him play the game. Although I would sit him personally. So I'm interested to see how that goes because I didn't expect him to be a full participant today. If he was still limited today, then, I'd be talking less about Tua. I wouldn't even mention Tua. But he was a full participant. I had to mention him because that means that he's probably more likely to play next week now than he was yesterday. All right. So he's moving closer to being fully healthy. Wanted to say that. Second thing I wanted to mention about Tua. If y'all watched last night, Justin Fields, okay, and Carson Wentz, you now know that we have a quarterback that is a little bit better than what people give him credit for. Tua's not a world beater, right? He don't got no cannon for an arm. He's not the fastest guy. He's not, certain things. He's not the tallest guy. He don't have physical intangibles, right? Well, I guess that's not intangible. He doesn't have the physical qualities you would normally see for an elite quarterback. And I'm not saying that Tua is elite. But what I am saying is that he does have certain elite traits, and he at least is an actual quarterback. Fields and Carson Wentz last night did not look like actual quarterbacks. Mechanics were off, like a lot. Not just every now and then your mechanics are off. Their mechanics were off. Okay, it was off more than on. Accuracy, just spraying the football. Like, it was bad. Not reading the field, wide open, short guys. Who has that many wide open, short guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say short, like short routes, wide open, you're missing them to throw a ball deep when you're not even an accurate quarterback for no reason. When you have 3rd and 2, the guy's 4 yards in front of you, and you chuck it deep and it's incomplete. Like, and it's badly incomplete. Fields had one good throw yesterday. Actually, well, he had one really good throw, the deep throw. It was beautiful, right? Beautiful ball. Then he hit the wide receiver for a touchdown, and he dropped it, right? So that happened. You also had Curtis Samuel on the other side. Carson Wentz threw a beautiful deep ball, and he dropped one. So there are some drops. There's some O-line issues, both sides. Things like that. Play calling. All that stuff is there too, right? Same stuff Tua had last 2 years. But Tua looked like a better quarterback than them. Plain and simple. 2 things Tua has right now that is why Tua is starting for our team and why Skylar is not getting the job unless he does this thing I'm going to talk about in a little bit. Tua has elite anticipation. Okay? Some of the things that Skylar struggled with, Tua wouldn't struggle with because there were some crossers that Skylar missed that Tua's not missing because Tua throws with anticipation now. All right, he's trusting himself more. He trusts his eyes more. He trusts himself more. He trusts the receivers. He's built up that level of trust through training camp and all that. To 1, he throws wide receivers open. 2, he throws with anticipation. Why is anticipation so important? Because anticipation means that you're throwing the ball because you're a very accurate quarterback. All of the very accurate quarterbacks have great anticipation because they're able to put a ball right where they want to put the ball without the wide receiver being anywhere near the ball. They know exactly where that ball is going, so they throw it with anticipation to a spot before the wide receiver is able to get there. That is an accurate quarterback. Only the really accurate quarterbacks can throw with really good anticipation. Let me give you the examples of guys that I'm talking about. Peyton Manning threw with great anticipation. Very accurate quarterback. Drew Brees, anticipation, accuracy. Chad Pennington, anticipation, accuracy. Tom Brady, anticipation, accuracy. Tua Tagovailoa, anticipation, accuracy. All right? That is where Tua is. He is in that level of quarterback. Anticipation, accuracy, that's his niche. That makes him elite. That's why he's the starting quarterback of the Dolphins, regardless of if he has the strongest arm or not, or if he's the tallest or not, or if he's the most athletic or not. That's why he's succeeding in the NFL, regardless of those things, because he has elite anticipation and accuracy. All right? Sometimes his ball placement is a little off, but overall, his anticipation and the accuracy is what sets him a little bit above the Carson Wentz's and the Justin Fields, although they have stronger arms and are both more athletic and taller than Tua. I still would rather have Tua than both of those guys. Plain and simple. All right? If you want to answer why we still like what we see from Tua, that's it. The man has elite anticipation and elite accuracy. Now, let's move on to the game. We got this game on Sunday. We got the 4-1 Vikings coming in. High-powered offense, decent defense. How the heck can we actually win this game? Is it even possible to win this game with Skylar at quarterback? Here's what I got to say about this, okay? We're 3-point underdogs in this game. Not too many people are going to pick us to win. If we're going to win this game, it's on the back of the defense. The same way we were winning games early in Tua's career is the same way we're going to have to win this game on Sunday. Seems like X is going to play. That's good. Kader Kohu seems like he's going to miss the game. That's not good. They have Adam Thielen. They have Justin Jefferson. They have Irv Smith Jr. They have Cook. All right? Cook is a great running back. Not a good running back. A great running back. One cuts, makes people miss, and is a home run hitter. He accelerates as fast as any running back in the league. When he hits the hole, he's through there and he's out of there. Great vision. Like, he's a great back. Like, he's a great back. Yes, Dalvin Cook did have some issues with injuries, but aside from that, he was a beast at Florida State. I watched him against my Hurricanes, so I should know. And he's a beast in the NFL, right? We got to figure out a way to stop the run on defense. We have to figure out a way to stop the run on defense. We give ourselves a chance to win this game. When it comes to the passing game, if we don't get the Cousins, ain't no way we're winning this game. We got to put them in position to say, all right, Cousins, you're going to have to beat us. Now, Cousins is good enough to beat us with his arm, but he's going to have to beat us with his arm against the zero blitz. All right, now I understand. Some people might say, I don't know if you want to zero Cousins because he's seen every coverage there is to see. That's your best chance, all right, because you need to get the ball out of his hands fast and rally and tackle, because if you don't and you leave him back there like you leave other quarterbacks, he's going to slice and dice you. It don't matter what defensive coverage you got. If it's man, they're going to kill you. If it's zone, they're going to kill you. So you might as well put pressure on him. If you can find a way to get there with 4 or 5, that's great. But if you got to blitz and send all 8, send 8. Do what you got to do. Send 7, send 8, mostly 6. But send 7, send 8 if you need to, or fake it, or do what you got to do to make sure that Cousins is on the ground. Because if he's not on the ground, Cousins is going to beat you. We don't need that, okay? We got to win this game on defense. We have to figure out a way to get to Cousins before he can hit his weapons. And he's got some weapons. All right, he's got weapons. I'm a little worried about this game. All right, because the defense has not been playing well, and this is their This is going to be their time to actually put a stamp on the season. Like, all right, we're here. All right, and we need them to do that this game. We got injuries, but so does every other team. No excuses. We got to get the job done this week against this squad, this high-powered offense that's coming in to our house. Got to be able to stop the run. Got to be able to get to Cousins, and then we give ourselves a chance. That's on defense. Here's what else needs to happen. All right? Or here's what I want to happen. Not necessarily it needs to happen, but I want this to happen, all right? The part where it would need to happen is that we need a better Skylar than last week, but that goes without saying. But we need him not to play like a rookie, all right? We need him to make fast decisions, to minimize mistakes, hit open guys, and, just make plays that are there, all right? Take the plays that are there, make the plays that are there, and we give ourselves a chance, all right? And then execute in the red zone, we give ourselves a chance. That helps win the game. But here's what I want to happen. I want Skylar to ball out so good in this game that he makes us think about if we want to go back to Tua. All right, now I understand there are some of you Dolphin fans out there that want Skylar to fail because you want to show how good Tua is, or because you don't want them to think about, I don't care nothing about that. Miss me with all that. I want Skylar to go for 7 touchdowns, no picks, 600 yards, and then we be like, oh, Ravens game, Tua threw for 400 yards, 6 touchdowns, but he had 2 picks. Skylar just went for 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, no picks. Do we need to go back? That's the type of quarterback play I want to see on Sunday. I don't care. I love Tua. I got the jersey up here. But if I got to go get a 9 to stitch on the side of this bad boy and put Thompson up there and restitch it myself, if I got to put a 19 jersey up here, I don't mind. I'll do it. I just want to win. All right. I'm a real Dolphin fan. All right. I want to win the game. If Skylar looks better than Tua, so be it. I don't care. I know some of y'all care. I don't care. I want to win the football game. I would love for this game, for Skylar to make me think, do we really need to put Tua in? All right, like, should we just let this guy continue on? I want him, in best words I could tell you, to Cooper rush this thing. All right, I want him to Cooper rush the heck out of the Sunday game where you're like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Tua, you can cuss for a couple more weeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? You out. All right. We seen something. Something came up, bro. You know, like what they're doing with Dak. Dak's like, man, I'm ready to throw. Are you though? Like, we need to be pulling something like that. All right. I would love nothing more than for us to all of a sudden not bring Tua back for another 3 weeks because we don't feel like it's safe yet, because your man's balling out. I would love nothing more than that. All right. And then at the end of that 3 weeks, if Skylar's still balling, then it's like, we're just going to put you on IR because we think that's the best thing for the team. You dang right it is if Skylar's winning. All right. So I want to see Skylar go out there and ball out. Ball out. Take the job, bro. It's right there for you. Yes, coach did come out and say today that you're still the third string quarterback. But that don't mean that Sunday can't change that. Ball out. This is my message to you, Skylar. Ball out. I believe in Skylar, by the way. I have full faith in Skylar because of what I've seen in preseason. But he got to show me. All right, he has to show me still. Same way I said I believe in Tua, but Tua got to show me. Tua has shown me. I need Skylar to show me, bro. Now, I'm not saying Tua's a franchise quarterback. I don't believe that yet. But he was on his way. Skylar, show me that you can play on the same level as Tua. Show me, bro. I believe in you. Show me. Let's start by beating a team that we ain't supposed to beat. Because we're on our third string quarterback, right? And we're out key guys on the defense. Cater Cole is pretty much a key guy at this point. And we don't know what we got on offense yet. We don't know if Tehran is going to play. We don't know. All right. It seems like Austin Jackson might not be ready to come back. Maybe he had a setback because he practiced yesterday, didn't practice today. I don't know. So, and then once again, third string quarterback. So we don't know what we got. But if Skylar can go out and have the game of his life, we win. If he's just, getting the job done, maybe we still win. All right? I got us winning this game in my prediction. I think we're going to find a way to win this game, but it ain't going to be easy. I got us winning this game 23-21. Last second, we go down. We kick a field goal. Yes, I did say it, to win the game, and Jason Sanders redeems himself. Okay? That's how I got this game going. In my opinion, they're going to be up 21-19. I'm sorry, 21-20, and then we're going to go down and kick the field goal, and we're going to win 23-21. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. See y'all later on.